Hey, what's going on, everybody? Anthony here. It's been almost a year and a half since I've done a video on here talking to you guys about albums and music. So I'm glad to finally be back on here doing album reviews again. And it's been, about a year and a half since I've reviewed the Misfits' Earth AD. So I'm glad to finally be able to do another video for you guys talking about records and music. Tell you guys what I've been up to. My band Vacendak just put out our debut EP in February called Addiction. We're super proud of it. It's been so much fun recording that EP, and it's out on all streaming platforms, iTunes, Spotify, and, it's on YouTube as well. And it's been a great experience recording that EP. Just been playing a bunch of shows, and it's been a lot of fun. We've had a really fun year and a half so far being a band, and it's been great so far. So, like I said, it's been forever since I've done a video talking about music on here, so glad to be finally having the time to do that again. So the first album I'm going to review for you guys today, in over almost a year and a half, is Samhain 3, November Coming Fire. I've been dying to do a Samhain video forever, and I've finally been able to get their records on vinyl and listen to them and really just fall in love with their music. And just to tell you why this album is so awesome, and just right off the bat, this has become probably one of my top 10 favorite albums of all time. I think from beginning to end, Glenn wrote an incredible body of work with this record. There's so many different kinds of styles and like moods and beats and just all kinds of different forms of music on here that he wrote, and it's just an incredible album from beginning to end, and we're going to get into it right now. So, a little history. Samhain, formed in 84, right after the Misfits broke up, in late 83, Glenn decided to go in a little bit more of a metal direction with Samhain and put out some different kinds of sounding music with that band. And that was his band from 84 to 86 before Glenn formed Danzig under Rick Rubin's label. So the first Samhain album was called Initium. It was released in, I think, mid to late 84, or early 84, somewhere around there. Great first album. So many kinds of different styles and moods and drum patterns and riffs, and Glenn sings his ass off as usual. And it's an amazing album. Unholy Passion, released in 85, was a great EP. Songs like Moribund and the title track and I Am Misery and Hungry End. I love Hungry End. God, I love that song. I love that whole EP. Damien was the guitar player, became the guitar player on that record, and he continues to be the guitarist on this album as well. So we're going to get into it right now. This album came out in 86, and Glenn wrote all the music on here. And what was great about Glenn's music that he wrote with Samhain is that he was able to combine all these different influences that he liked and have so much, like a ton of variety throughout this record. And what's amazing about this album is that it's only 28 minutes long. So it's barely under a half hour, and it just has so much to it. You feel like you're just going on this roller coaster ride, and it's an amazing album. So London May was the addition for drums on here, but he only played drums for half the album. Glenn played drums on the other half. Eerie Von, of course, the bass player, eventually plays bass in Danzig for the first 4 records, and Damien, of course, on guitar. They're all on the back right here. There's Damien, there's London, there's Eerie, and there's Glenn right there, of course. So, we're gonna go through this whole thing one by one and get into each song. So Diablos 88, the first song right there, was an awesome instrumental. It's pulse pounding. It's got an evil sounding metal riff. It's just such a incredible way to open the record, and it's a great song too. It's got a heavy, kick-ass melody and a beat to it, and it gets the album going for sure. And then it goes into In My Grip, which is the second song, and a super up-tempo and fun, fast, dark sounding punk metal hybrid song. One of my favorite songs Glenn ever wrote, In My Grip. I think it's an amazing song, and it's one of the best I think he ever wrote. And then it goes into Mother of Mercy, which is the third song, and that was the first song I actually ever heard from Samhain. And that is one of my all-time favorite songs ever. I think it has one of the catchiest choruses, catchiest verses, like Mother of Mercy. Dum, 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 dum. So and once you get it stuck in your head, you'll never be able to get it out. It's just a great song. And then To Walk the Night has an awesome mood to it. It's so dark and just so like it just screams fall and screams darkness and just evil, and it's a great song. I love Glenn's vocals on that song. It's one of my favorite vocal performances from him. And then it goes into Birthright, where it's another pulse pounding song like In My Grip and Diablos 88, where it's just really heavy. It has a really heavy beat and really heavy metal and punk rock riffs. And then right there it goes into Let the Day Begin, which is another awesome kick-ass song like In My Grip. It's an amazing song. It's one of the most kick-ass songs I think on this album. It's another great song. And then it goes into Halloween 2, which was Samhain's re-recording of the Misfits version of Halloween 2. And Glenn arranged it on this. The arrangement that Glenn made on this just sounds absolutely bone-crushing. It's an amazing rearrangement of the song. I think it's amazing. And then it goes into the title track, November's Fire. Another awesome, super catchy chorus. November coming fire, sour grim. Just another great, heavy, catchy song. An amazing song. One of my favorites on here as well. And then it goes into Kiss of Steel, right down there. That's very Earth AD feeling. It feels like a song right out of Earth AD. That's an amazing song. It's super catchy. It's super heavy and fast. It's got a great melody, and Glenn, of course, shines as always on that. And then it goes into Unbridled. Super fast, almost like a Motorhead feeling song. Like the drum beat like that. Super heavy song. Super dark, grim atmosphere. And it just has a great mood and a great intensity to it. A big intensity to that song. And then the song that closes out the album is Human Pony Girl. And what's great about that song is that it has almost like a John Carpenter feel. It feels like you're walking through like the woods, or you're walking through the dark forest and you're seeing jack-o'-lanterns everywhere. It's just got this creepy but also heavy and memorable and just catchy vibe. Great use of synths and keyboards on there. I believe Glenn played the keyboards on here as well. And it's an amazing song. Well, what a way to close out the record, with Human Pony Girl. And I'll show you the record itself. It comes on blue vinyl. Of course, it was released on Glenn's label Plan 9, which released all the Samhain stuff, and I believe co-released a lot of Misfits records and stuff like that. So yeah, absolutely, from beginning to end, this is one of my all-time favorite records. And it's an album I listen to all the time. I think it's perfect from beginning to end. It's one of my favorite albums that Glenn ever put together. And I think Samhain's music is definitely worth checking out. If you're a fan of the Misfits, or you're a fan of Danzig, or just, you love dark atmospheric music, but you also love good melody, you love, intensity, but you love really good songwriting, this is Samhain I definitely recommend for everybody. And that's about it for this review, guys. And I hope you check this album out, because I think it's amazing from beginning to end. It's one of my all-time favorites, and I hope you guys check it out because it's incredible. Okay, and that's it right now, guys. I appreciate you guys watching the video. It means a lot. I'm definitely going to start getting back into making album reviews again. I can't wait to, get back into it, because I have so much more now, and I just can't wait to talk about it again. It's going to be really fun, and I can't wait to show you guys. So thank you guys so much again for watching, and stay tuned, everybody. Thanks a lot.